Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Heroes of the Lands. Last time we left off, we introduced the party, the companions, and now we're beginning the game proper. Now, as you can see, this is an action game. We do not have dice rolls and things like that. They're all hidden behind, which means we will never know if there is a trap somewhere or if we are hitting the enemy for how much damage. We don't know. It's an action game. Let the dungeon master do his own thing, and you can see we have 8 party members. We have 4 active party members and 4 inactive party members in the back row. The first 4 characters like Goldmoon, Sturm, Caramon and Riesling at the front. We can change the party composition by going in here, selecting, I don't know, Tasselov and setting him there so he can detect traps. But look, we can cast magic user spells. It uses a charge system. So each spell costs a certain charges. We have 100 charges. Once the charges are spent, the caster becomes useless, basically. Clerical staff spells, if you notice, only characters 1 to 4 do not have the blue crystal staff. So you cannot cast clerical staff spells until you have Goldmoon in your front row or anyone who carries the staff. You can see the hit points and the range weapon of the characters here. Nothing fancy. You can see the stats, but we already read them in the manual. Anything else? No. Clerical stuff, they do use the same charge system. You have 200 charges. They're a little bit more expensive the down you go here, obviously, as in representing the spell level. You can recharge the stuff by absorbing magical energies. I don't know, and I've never understood what these magical energies are, because the Bozak do cast magic missiles or fireballs. I don't know. You still get damage. Basically, the stuff need to be hit by these magical energies. I may think you can get the charges back by getting shot by dragons. I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually. If Goldmoon dies, you can pick up her stuff with Tanis, Caramon or Riverwind and use a limited version of the stuff. So let us move. Also, let's use the pouch. We need to equip the pouch to use the rocks. And as I was saying, we're using a 2D representation of the dungeon. What you see here is the camera. Now the camera represents a direction, because we're moving in a 2D plane. So the direction is from west to east. If we, as you can see, the direction north to south are highlighted, means we can turn. What this means is we are not going through the door or down the corridor. We are rotating the camera 90 degrees and we move from there. So if we move forward here, we're going east. As you can see, we have an encounter with 1 Bozak and 1 Buzz. Now, Bozak are very nasty. These guys are suckers, and I think the best way to defeat them is by using ranged weapons if they are not casting. If they are casting, you need to use a sleep spell to make them stop basically throwing spells. You can also use them to kill enemies. If there is someone in front of you, they will hit their friends. So what we do now is use the quiver on Tanis and take care of these guys. We hold the fire button and we select the direction we want to fight. In this case, right. Dude is still alive. 1d6 damage. One more 1d6 damage. And one more 1d6 damage. Man, I'm very unlucky with the rolls now, as always. And we're gonna go until he dies, basically. Like now. Okay, we cannot jump for some reason. I forgot how to jump. Wait, how do I jump? Like so? No. Well, we took some damage. That's not a big problem. We now need to delete this guy. Oh, another guy came. Well, that's not good. Let's deal with this buzz. Can we shoot downward? Yeah, we can shoot downward to kill the dwarf. Right? There you go. A couple more arrows should do the trick. Well, maybe, no, I don't want the manual. Yeah, the controls are a little bit difficult. So it takes some time to get adjusted to those controls. There you go. Dead? Nope. Man, you love taking a lot of arrows to the face. There you go. As you can see, there is a gem on the other side. So what I want to do is go and grab that gem. Now the way you do it is not by jumping into this chasm. And as you can see, there is also a wall up there. So these represent one square, one block. The next, the chasm, represents one block too. And on the other side, there is another block. What we want to do is go around this hole by rotating the camera. This should put us on a south to north direction. And we can also use arrows if we want to. Or if we're going close combat. And the way close combat works is you need to hit the enemy with the tip of your weapon. Otherwise it doesn't register the hit. Now remember, we can go both north or south as the gem is down below us looking from this direction. It's on the east. So we can go south or north. There isn't much of a difference. So let's select a different hero for now, like Tasselov. We can move forward and Tasselov locates and removes a trap. This is very important. Sometimes Tasselov doesn't remove traps. So this is a problem. I also know that there is something invisible here. And that's the only secret I know about. Now this is a human. How do I want to deal with this human? I could cast a charm spell, or I can use a very powerful fighter, like Storm. So why don't you take the hunting knife, please? We ready his two-handed sword. And once combat pops, he goes back, and I time my attacks, and he dies. So combat is not that easy. It's actually quite jank. But if you learn the intricacies of the combat, you can have a lot of fun trying to minimize damage, because at the end of the day, this is still a roguelike. Actually, I will call him roguelite. I know there is a trap here. I don't know if Tasselov can find it. Tasselov locates and removes a trap. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. So we found a scroll. So we can now give the scroll to Ricelin because he's a mage and he can use scrolls. Now in this game, scrolls are usually lightning bolts and they have one use. As for wands, they are wands of magic missiles. They have 3 to 4 uses. Now there is a dwarf over there. We could use range combat, or we can switch to Caramon, who's a fighter, and we can wait this guy. Oh, can we throw the... Yeah, there you go. We can now fight. We need to fight downward, as you can see now. And we can just spam the attack. This Caramon is pretty fast, so there's no point. So we are now rotating the camera. Now we're on a west to east direction. So if you're watching the screen, we're going around that wall and going this way, east, as you can see. So hero select, we're gonna go back with Tasselov, just in case we find some traps. And let's pick up the spear and give it to Caramon. There you go, fantastic. Now, let's see if we can find traps or enemies. Oops, there is an enemy attack. Someone with a sword, okay. Not that big of a deal, this encounter. We can easily switch back to Caramon. It's a little bit annoying switching characters like that every time, but you get used to it. It's not that big of a deal after all. Okay, so let's switch back to Tasselov. I don't know from memory traps. Okay, we can now rotate the camera and go north to south. And as you can see, we're gonna switch back to Caramon. We're gonna attack this guy, throw a spear, and try to kill this guy. There you go. So now we're gonna switch back to Tasselov. Okay, combat is over. Okay. We cannot go left, so we're gonna go north. Remember, we're going north now because we went south, we then rotated, went east. Now we rotated and we're going north. So we're going like a U. We're doing a U letter. All right, let's pick up this spear and give it to Caramon. It's his spear. You can leave it there if you want. It's not necessary. And now we can go west to east, which is where I assume, if everything is correct, where the gem is. However, there is another gem and I'm gonna help myself do that. Oh, is it protected by a... I'm not gonna use any ranged weapons on this guy. I can easily use Caramon for fighting. Not that big of a deal. Come on. I don't want to use the spear, please. Right, so there you have it. This dude is dead. Let's go and pick up this gem. It's experience points, which means score. So if we go here, we can now change and rotate the angle of the camera so we can see what's going on west to east. And what do you know? This is the location where we started, on the other side of the gap. We can help ourselves to this gem, take it, and now we're going east to west. So if we go back here, we're gonna end up rotating in a circle. Okay, so we're gonna keep going this way instead. Let's not forget to change the class to the thief, as we may want to find some traps. Should there be... Throw a sleep spell. Dodge, please. There you go. We dodge the magic missile. Sometimes he aims lower. I don't know how to avoid that. Alright, so we're in combat. Can we please bonk, bonk? Okay, he's dead. Let's kneel, because when they die, they throw magic missiles or fireballs. I don't know what they do. So this means the combat is over. Let's keep on moving. There's another encounter here. I see a sword. There's a human. And we can use, again, we can use Storm to deal with the human, as he has a two-handed sword, which means longer reach. And we attack as soon as the option for combat begins to highlight. And there you go. We took 0 damage. We can switch back to Tasselov. Right, let's keep on moving. Ooh, there is another gem. I wonder if this gem is protected by a trap. Can we locate any traps? No? Alright, well, that works for me. Let's take this gem. Okay, so we can go here before moving forward. This is a new location. We're going east. Look from the top, we're going east. We're leaving that location, so we're now switching. We can now go north or south. We can switch to Caramon. Obviously, we need to face those dwarves. And yeah, it's best if you leave the fighting to the fighters, you know, for this very own reason that fighters are very strong. And now we can switch back to Tasselov. Now, we're going from south to north. So you can both check this way, which I assume is where we came from, right? No. Yeah, we went a little bit further down the road. There is something here which I don't particularly know what that is. And because I don't know what's on the other side, I'm gonna switch to Caramon. And basically... Alright, so we need to... Okay, switch to someone who's not dying, please. And we need to attack this guy. There you go. Now, this trap was bad. Alright, so let's switch to Caramon. Take the green potion, use the green potion. The potion cures some of your wounds. We can still drink that until it's basically expired. And now the potion has expired. Good, 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 good. So we're now going west to east. Obviously, we cannot go east because I think that's the location we were going. So we can only go west, which is back. Okay, there is another warrior here. Let's fight this dude. There you go, dead. All right, let's keep on moving. Can go this way. I don't know if there are traps or anything. We might run into some traps. Who knows? Who knows? And there is something here. We can go north. We can go rotate the camera. We can go north. Of course, south was not highlighted, so there is a wall. In fact, if we start here, we cannot go this way. As you can see, it's locked. So that tells you where to go. So we can now switch back to Tasselhoff. We can go forward and check if everything is okay. You may want to use sleep. Please don't cast. Oh, ouch. Nope. Just select Flint. Flint has a lot of hit points. He can take the damage. Thank you. So this looks like a fireball or something. We can switch back to Tasselhoff. I don't know if there is a trap. So I don't know if it's a good idea. Yeah, there is no trap. Oh my good gods. Go back a little bit. Turn around. Bonk him perfectly in the face. There you go. Maybe he's gonna die. Okay, just crouch. And there you go. So I think if we turn... Okay, we're on this side. Okay, this is a weird one. Let's keep going north. Is this where the gem was located? So if we keep going this way, we're gonna end up the beginning. Am I right? No! Okay, magic user spells, sleep, hero select. I want to select like Riverwind for now. So this is a different place. Right, so we got the Bozak. Let's get this dude. Alright, now let's go and grab this guy and run in case there are traps. Okay, so there is a pouch. Okay, dude is dead. Just dodge. There we go. So we can pick up this pouch and give it to Tasselhoff. So I assume if we go back this way, we're going to go back to the beginning. Yes, we do. So this doesn't take us anywhere. Let's go back by running. And there is a way to make the game a little bit faster on the Amiga. You just have to up the cycles. But it messes up with the sound, so not a good idea. Again, we're going east, and there is nothing here. So let's go back. The only possible way for us to go right now, it's south. We go back here. Okay, there is a fight. Okay, there is a naked midget. And let's get ready. We can easily kill them by spamming the attack button. No problem there. Okay, so this is the beginning of that other area. Let's go this way. Did we run into... I'm curious, where are we going now? We're going west. We're going backwards. Okay, so, okay, I understand where we are now. Okay, so... Another midget. We are gonna take care of this midget. Just beat this midget into submission. And keep running. So... yeah, let's go around and see what we can find. There is a trap we triggered. Amazing. So we can only go this way. Okay, now I understand where we are. Okay, let me check. And yeah, I think we made some good progress. We understood what's that. A dwarf. I think we can take on a dwarf. These guys are called Agast or Agar. I don't remember. Maybe Agar. They are the gully dwarves. They are the inhabitants of this place. So yeah, they're evil. Mischievous, if you want. So this is where we came from. Alright, so this place. Right, so if we go this way, can find new things? Not. Alright, so if we go this way instead, there is a gully, but there is something on the other side. I can see the edges of the thing. So maybe we just have to go this way and we will come back on the other side. There you go, headshot. But no thank you. So I will say, let's go to the end of this corridor first. Just run in case there is a trap. Alright, so I would say that was good stuff. Now let's go ahead and save. Insert a formatted disk in drive A. I have one already. Heroes save. We can use that. Inside and please insert the disk B. This is very important. You have to insert disk B. Alright, so disk B. And we're back into the game. So I'd say this was a fun introduction to the game. We'll be continuing in the next episode, so thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.